Hello everyone, welcome back to our TypeScript course. In this lesson we will learn about classes in TypeScript. Classes are a key feature in object-oriented programming, and TypeScript makes it easy to work with them. We'll cover how to define and use classes, constructors, properties and methods. Let's get started. Okay, open our TypeScript file, and before we started, let's remove code from our last lesson. And in TypeScript you can define a class using the class keyword. Let's create simple example. Create new class and it will be person. And now we can add properties for our class. Our class will have two properties, name and age. Let's add these properties and also add typing. Our name will be string and our age will be number. And next step, we need to create constructor. Create our constructor and it will be take two arguments, name and age. We can again add typing for our arguments, and inside this constructor let's assign our name for this name and age for this age, using this and name for our name and do the same for our age. Okay, our constructor is ready, and now let's create simple method. We'll create greet method and it'll be a very simple method, and this method will be print information about our user. Create console log and add text like hello and connect this name and also print age. We can add some text like I am and years old. Okay, our method is ready, and like you remember, if our function don't return any value, we can add type for this function void. Okay, and now we can using this create new variable with person and create new user using keyword new and our class person, and add our two arguments. Our username will be Alisa and also add age 30 year. Okay, and now we can call our method greet using our variable person. Like you see all time when I add point, we get hints, and we can use in our age property, name property or greet method. Call our greet method, and next step, let's convert our TypeScript file to JavaScript file. Open console and write in TSK and add name our TypeScript file. Don't forget about extension and run this command. And here's our JavaScript file, and let's run our JavaScript file using Node.js. And like you see, our method is works and our console print hello Alisa, I am 30 years old. And now let's take a look at our class more details. In this class we define a person with two properties, name and age, and we initialized this property inside our constructor. Also we created method greet to print a greeting message, and I think will be useful talk about constructors. Constructors are special methods used to initialize objects. They are called when you create a new instance of class. In our example, we used a constructor to initialize the name and age properties of the person class. Properties are variables that belong to a class, and methods are functions that belong to a class. You can define properties and methods inside a class like our example. Let's create new example. Comment this code and create a new class below. It will be car, and our car will have two properties: brand, it will be string, and model, it will be also string. And now let's create our constructor and add our two arguments, brand and model, and initialize our brand and model using keyword this, and brand define our argument brand, and do the same for our model. And like you remember, inside our constructor we also can add types. Let's add our types, string and string. Okay, our constructor is ready, and now let's create new method. We can create method drive. Create method drive, and this method won't take any parameters and won't return nothing. We can again using type void. Okay, and now let's print some text. Create console log and add text like driving, and also connect brand, our car, and model. You can use in concatenation, but I won't do it because I think it looks more attractive. And also print our model. Okay, our function is ready, and now we can create our car. Create new const with our car, and again using keyword new, and create our car using our class. We'll create Toyota and model Corolla. Okay, and now we can call our method drive. Let's convert our TypeScript to JavaScript and again run our JavaScript file. Like you see, our method is work, and we did the same like first example, but we again create typization and using constructor, and like you see, our class looks almost like in JavaScript, but now we get static typization and we can work with our class more comfortable. I think this information will be enough for this lesson. Today we learned how to define and use class, constructor, properties and methods. In the next lesson we will explore inheritance and access modifiers in TypeScript. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and see you in the next lesson.